guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel Read with Kim, and I am really excited and I'm gonna ask for your help because I have here five big books that I really want to read this month. I know, I'm very like, oh, I know I have big expectations, but I want to ask you, which one do you think that I should read first? So let's start with my list. Chunky book number one that I'm so excited to read this month. It is the second book of the Big Century from Cant, and I am talking about Winter of the World. As I said before, this is the second book. I read the first one. I left you guys a review, and it was amazing. And for what I finished, the first one, this book is going to talk about Hitler and everything that happened, the Holocaust and all that. And I'm really, really interested to know and also continue knowing the love story of the characters. Now, this very chunky, it's 1,000 pages, and I'm very excited. So this is my first option, and let me know if you ever read this book or what are your thoughts. Book number two that I'm really excited. Oh my god, I'm really excited to read, and it's also chunky. Is from an author that I had the opportunity to read one book before, and I really, really like the way he writes. And I am talking about Haruki Murakami. This book is Killing Commendator, and the one that I read is Dance Dance Dance, which is really bizarre. His way of writing, I really like. His kind of like thriller vibes and a very like mixing magical elements with reality, and I really got me like I was really fascinated with the first book, and I was like I really want to read another one from this author because he is about to be my favorite author from thriller, like, but I need more, like I need more from him in order for me to make this big like decision of who is my favorite author in this genre. And this is my second book, and I'm really, really excited. Like, you can see the cover, it's so like terrifying. And this is 800 pages book. It's really small, so I'm very excited. No, also if you ever read it, and that could be my first option too. Like I'm so like, I don't know what to do, but this one I'm very, very excited. Chunky option number three to be the first book that I'm going to start reading this month, like a chunky book, is also a second book of my favorite fantasy author. Like I'm obsessed. And if you've been watching some of my videos, you already know how obsessed I am with Brandon Sanderson. And I started to read the Stormlight Archives, which I already read the first one, which is The Way of Kings, and I really, really like I so fell in love with Kaladin, and of course I got the second one. So I'm talking about Wars of Radiance, second book from the Stormlight. This one is 1,100 pages. Like it's really chunky. The other one, it took me like 3 weeks to read it, 2 3 weeks to read it. And I was so good taste, and I needed a little break. Like I was like, I need a break from like big books, and now I'm back to big books. So this is my option number three to be my first book, my chunky book to read this month. Please let me know below if you ever read it and what are your thoughts. And maybe this could be my first option, or should I wait a little bit? I don't know. I'm really, really excited, and I am so excited to read chunky books. Like I am so like ready to continue in this beautiful adventure about epic fantasy. My next option to be my first big book to read, I'm very intimidated by this book. Like I'm so intimidated, and I keep pushing back and pushing back and pushing back, and I'm here again, trying to figure out if I really want to be my first chunky book. I read, okay, whatever, War and Peace from Leo Tolstoy. I read Anna Karenina from Leo Tolstoy, which is also a classic, and I got fascinated. Like I was so invested in the book. I loved every single character. Anna Karenina was like, wow, wow, wow. And this is my second book from Leo Tolstoy. So if I already love one, it looks like I have big expectations for the second one. Now this is chunky as hell. Like this book, it is. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now how many pages this book has, because I'm pretty sure it's over 1,000 pages. Yeah, 1,300 pages. So, and also I am getting ready for this book about like historical time that he was writing. What is this book about? What about the war? Like having more information as I can in order for me to enjoy this book. I also know there is a lot of French words here. And I was watching another fellow booktuber video that she was saying like, okay, the more you read, the less like French words you will see, which makes me happy because I really want to understand the book. Um, I tried to look for a really good translation, and it looks like this is a very good translation and easy to understand because when it's a translated book and specifically and especially a classic and it's not good, it's a headache. So I'm trying, I did my best to have a really good translation edition. So this is my other option. My last option is a book that I'm really, really excited to read. I'm really excited to read, and I won't say I'm very excited is I am very excited because I watched the series. I got obsessed with the series. I think I've been watching the series like 3 times, and I watched specifically like some episodes more than 4 times. I already know the dialogues, and I am talking about Game of Thrones. Like I got obsessed. I think it's my favorite series, like show ever, like ever. So I was like, I want to read the books. Like I really do, and especially because it's a lot of like debate from like the end of the series, which is a disaster, versus the books. Now I know the books are not end yet. Like he has, I think, to write the two more, the last ones, which he's been like pushing back, but I hate it. Yeah, why do you make a show from a series that is not even ended? But anyway, that's not the discussion. My thing is, I have so the Game of Thrones, the first book from George Martin. This is also chunky. This is well, it's kind of considered like chunky. It's why not? I don't see the pages. Yeah, 800 pages, and I want to read the entire series. Like I really want to read the entire series, and I don't think I'm gonna take a break once I start this series. I'm gonna go all over to the last book, because that's how obsessed I am, and I really want to compare to the show. I'm so afraid as well to compare to the show because for what I read, it says like the show really like got the expectations way higher than the books. But I really want to know more because when you read a book that is already on the TV, like a show or like a movie, and it happens me like already, with, for example, with The Godfather, the book was way better and not way better, but I would say it gives me a lot of information or complements when I watched the movie. I was like, wow, fascinated with both. So I know that I'm gonna have a way more information from my boyfriend Jon Snow and everybody, Sansa, Arya. So I'm really excited about this book. I'm very, very excited. Well, those are my options. Well, I'm gonna read all of them, but I just don't know which book I should start, especially because it's like a very chunky book, and I know I'm gonna invest my time, a lot of time reading this book. Like it's not gonna take me like 1 or 2 days. It's gonna take me some time, and I really wanna pick the correct option. I don't know which one I will like trying to decide for the past like 3 days. So I wish you guys can help me. I know this is the kind of like bizarre video about like you help me which video, I mean which book. But if you can help me, it would be really amazing. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm gonna see you very, very soon. I'm gonna let you know how it how it goes. Please, hopefully you can let me know in the comments below which book will you choose because I really wanna know. I really wanna like know. And yeah, I wanna see you next time, guys. Bye.